Your mind is the one battlefield you can never walk away from. You can change environments, cut people off, build new habits, travel to the ends of the world, but wherever you go, the one enemy that never stops following you is the one inside your head. And until you learn how to master it, it will quietly sabotage every moment of your life. Before we go deeper, if you're serious about building a stronger mind and becoming someone who doesn't get shaken by life, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel exists to help you build discipline, calm, power, and identity. And your support helps this message reach more people. Now let's begin. People think losing control is a sudden event, like snapping, exploding, breaking down. But in truth, the loss of control starts long before the moment you notice it. It starts with a single thought you didn't question, a fear you let sit, a worry you allowed to repeat, a small insecurity you fed until it became a monster living rent-free in your head. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago, that the mind doesn't fall all at once. It falls one unguarded moment at a time. The world today is loud. Opinions are everywhere. Distractions hunt you. People expect you to react instantly, to answer, to explain, to defend yourself. And with each reaction, you give away a little more of your power. If you don't protect your mind, someone else will shape it for you. If you don't command your thoughts, the world will happily feed you its noise until you forget what your own mind even sounds like. This is why Marcus Aurelius repeated a single idea over and over in his writings. You have power over your mind, not outside events. He didn't write that because it's poetic. He wrote it because it was survival. Your mind is always talking, always creating meaning, always filling in blanks. But most people never stop to ask a simple question: is this thought even true? And because they never question it, their mind becomes a distorted mirror, reflecting fears, assumptions, jealousy, insecurity, and worst of all, the opinions of other people. To control your mind, the first step is awareness, not suppression, not pretending everything is fine, not lying to yourself, but awareness, the courage to observe your mind like a stranger. Imagine sitting next to your thoughts instead of sitting inside them. Imagine watching them pass like clouds without believing each one is a prediction of your future. You start realizing that most of your suffering isn't coming from reality. It's coming from the stories you attach to reality. Someone doesn't text back, and suddenly your mind creates a whole narrative about disrespect. Something small goes wrong, and your mind turns it into disaster. You feel tired, and your mind convinces you your whole life is falling apart. When you don't control your thoughts control you. And the worst part? Your mind is extremely good at convincing you that your fears are facts. This is where Stoicism becomes more than philosophy. It becomes a weapon, a shield, a way of living that keeps you stable in a world built to trigger you. The Stoics trained themselves to separate two things: what they can control and what they cannot. Most of your anxiety comes from confusing the two. Most of your pain comes from investing energy into things that don't even belong to you. You can't control other people. You can't control outcomes. You can't control the future. You can't control external chaos. But you can always control your responses. You can always control your interpretations. You can always control the meaning you give to what happens. And that's enough to change everything, because once you discipline your inner world, the outer world loses its power to disturb you. Notice how people give away their control so easily. They get angry because someone spoke the wrong way. They get insecure because someone didn't validate them. They get distracted because their mind chases every impulse. They get overwhelmed because they try to carry problems that aren't even theirs. But a Stoic doesn't move like that. A Stoic holds their mind like a sword. A Stoic moves calmly while everyone else is frantic. A Stoic stays unshaken because they refuse to hand over their emotional steering wheel to anything outside themselves. To control your mind, you must first control your attention. What you repeatedly look at shapes your reality. What you repeatedly tell yourself becomes your truth. What you repeatedly fear becomes your prison. So ask yourself, what are you feeding your mind every day? Whose opinions are you allowing to influence your identity? What thoughts are you letting run wild without ever challenging them? Because if you don't curate your inner world will become a reflection of the outer world, chaotic, reactive, and unstable. The next step is emotional discipline, not emotional suppression. That only creates explosions later. I mean discipline, the ability to feel something without letting it drive you. The Stoics mastered the skill of internal pause. Instead of reacting instantly, they created space between stimulus and response. And in that space, they regained control. Pause before you speak. Pause before you judge. Pause before you let an emotion convince you that it is the truth. A calm mind is not an accident, it is a practice. Then comes the hardest part, detachment. Not coldness, not distance, but inner freedom. Detachment means you are no longer controlled by the need for approval, validation, praise, or acceptance. You don't need someone to like you. You don't need everything to go right. You don't need comfort. You don't need agreement. You only need control over yourself. And when you reach that state, you become incredibly powerful, because no one can manipulate a man who isn't dependent on anything outside himself. People lose control because they attach their peace to things they don't control. Detach, and your mind becomes your own again. Finally, understand this. Mastery is a daily effort. You don't control your mind once. You control it over and over, every single day, every single moment, until it becomes your default state. And the more you train it, the easier it gets. The mind is like a muscle. Ignore it and it weakens. Train it and it becomes unshakable. The world will test you. People will annoy you. Life will challenge you. But you will not collapse, because you are no longer controlled by chaos. You are controlled by your principles. And when you learn how to command your mind, everything else in your life starts to obey.